Thank you for watching Studio 7 from the Permian Basin Chevy dealers.
How many of you have bad memories of wallpaper? I mean, like lime green and yellow and sunflowers. I can still probably find some pictures from my own childhood that demonstrate this really bad fad. Well, guess what? Wallpaper is back. In this week's No Place Like Home by American Home Improvement, we're sitting down with Jenny Tamplin with Jenny Tamplin Interiors. And can it be true? Wallpaper is back?
I'm telling you, it's back with a vengeance. I love it.
I love it. So the images I've seen, I do too. It makes me nervous though. Why? Why am I scared of this?
Because we are from the 70s. And that's a scary thought. Yes. But I promise it's not that at all.
Okay, so walk me through some popular ideas and designs that you love.
You know, I showed you before that my daughter has a loft, and we picked this out, and I love it. So a great idea is to find something really bold and use it in a small space. A lot of people don't think of that, but in that room, you immediately go, I want to go up there. What's up there?
Yes.
Because it looks so interesting with all of these colors and up there in the ceiling.
It totally draws your attention up to a place that is unique where you want people to look.
Right.
So it doesn't matter, because you said the loft is a small space. Doesn't matter that it's small. That paper still works beautifully.
In fact, that is a good idea, really, to pick a small. Like this one is, and you don't have to be totally bright, but this one is for my is in my powder bathroom. Yeah, and it's not bright, but it is shiny and it makes a statement. Now this in a huge room might be really overwhelming, but in a small space like that, it's just really exciting. It's really, you want to walk in there and see all of it.
Yeah, in a subtle way. Is that a safe way to describe that? So you mentioned the shine. To me, that's one of the cool things about wallpaper is we immediately think print, but the texture of the shine is also...
There's a lot of textures. I didn't bring a lot of texture this time, but there are a lot of textures in wallpaper.
Okay, and the shine on that I really love. Okay, what else do you love?
So this one is in my entryway next to my red front door.
Okay, now this is you're do some explaining here.
No, my husband calls this a comic strip, but I love it. This tied in all of the colors in the house. So it goes all the way up the wall to the second floor to the pink game room, and it has pink in it. It ties in the red front door. It ties in my office with pink and green. It just ties the whole house into that space. So, and when you walk in, you're thinking, what's going on in here?
Yeah, this is going to be fun.
This is going to be fun. And that's what I want. I want it to be a fun environment.
And so we discussed like how this go over with the hubby. So he learns to love. You got to be able to take a risk, right?
Yes, and he has learned through 22 years to just go, I'm sure I'll love it.
It's going to work out. And if it doesn't, we'll tear it down someday.
Right.
Okay, so this is pretty bold. I do love this. I mean, this is for, you're going to have to be willing to take a risk on this.
You're exactly, absolutely. And to some people, to me, it was like, of course, that's what I'm doing.
It's so fabulous in the pictures that you brought. Okay, a couple more papers that you have for us.
Yes, this one. Okay, this is a hand-painted. Really, it's more of we have it upside down.
This is so pretty.
Thank you. This is a silk, hand-painted silk in China. They painted it in China. I got to pick out the background color and all of the paint colors. And I just love it. It's a huge piece of art. So I don't even really want to hang things on my wall because this is the art.
And that's a great, I mean, I hadn't really thought of it that way, but that's so true. It really does become sort of the focal point in some ways. This is gorgeous. Absolutely. Okay, one of the questions that I had about wallpaper, since I know nothing about it, is this DIY or absolutely not?
No. This silk wallpaper, absolutely not. You would definitely need a professional and somebody that is skilled in hanging silk. The rest of them, you know, our moms, that generation, they knew how to do stuff like this. I feel like we don't. And we haven't been around wallpaper or wanted to be around wallpaper in a long time.
Yeah.
But I think that you can teach yourself. I certainly wouldn't, because I'm afraid I would just completely mess it up. Because
it has to be smooth, and then you have to match the seams.
Yes.
That's kind of what you have to do.
Absolutely.
Wow, this is just beautiful. And then you have one more. Is this in your?
This is in my office.
Okay.
And I felt like with the bright pinks and green, this really leveled things out, made it a little bit more calm.
Yes.
Not so overwhelming when you walked in.
A little bit of a pattern, but sort of like eye-catching again.
And actually, this kind of reminds me of the 70s, and I love that.
Yeah.
I kind of like that we're going back with the trellis and
a little retro, yeah.
Yes.
So do you do one wall? Would you do all 4 walls? Is there a rule of thumb?
There is not a rule of thumb. In the loft, we did everything: the ceiling, the walls, everything. The whole thing is in that floral wallpaper. You can do one wall. A lot of people want to do an accent wall, and that's very pretty too. Or you could do the whole space. I tend to like the whole space. I kind of go all out.
Yeah, make it your own. I love this. Okay, you heard it here. Wallpaper is back. Follow Jenny's blog. She always talks us through why things work and gives us examples of how they work. And of course, if you have any questions, you can always give her a call, and she will walk you through it too. I love this. Okay, our challenge is go see if you can make wallpaper work in your room. This year, we're doing wallpaper.
Amen.
Jenny,
That's great.
thanks so much for
Thank
being here
you.
today.